Welcome to the Conference Connection, your go-to place to get the scoop on what conferences are coming up that you need to know about. Here are your hosts, Paul Faust, president of RingBoost, and Seth Price, founder of BluShark Digital and managing partner of Price Benowitz.
How you doing, guys? Paul Faust here with RingBoost, amongst other things, with my co-host, as always, Seth Price from Price Benowitz and BluShark. And this episode we have, come on, one of the OGs, one of the originals, one of the guys who got me my start in this business, dear friend of ours, and many of you, most of you know, Ken Hardison. And I'm not going to steal his thunder with announcing what he's got going on top of everything you know with PILMMA Conference and the Masterminds. Ken's got something new and he wants to tell us all about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Thank you, Paul and Seth. Yeah, what I PILMMA, we try to stay on the cutting edge, and last year we did an extra conference just on hiring because people were having problems hiring and keeping good people. And this year I got a good pulse on what's going on out there because of the masterminds and PILMMA. And most lawyers, I ain't gonna say all, but most lawyers are having a hard time figuring out AI. How do I use it? Where do I use it? All these vendors out here, do I do it in-house? Where do I start? What do I use it for? They don't know where to begin, and they're scared that they're going to, they know they kind of need it, but they don't know where to start. Nobody's there really. Everybody's trying to sell them something instead of teach them. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't agree with you more, Ken. That the struggle is real. I face it every day. Like,
Yeah,
you don't want to fall. You don't want to fall behind. You need. You know you need to be doing it. There's lots of options out there, more every day, and you're trying to figure out how much do you want to build yourself, how much do you want to take a third party and essentially rent, and it gets overwhelming. You're trying to move your staff along while at the same time not always getting buy-in. So you probably have a whole conference on trying to motivate your staff to embrace. Yeah. But I've always appreciated, Ken, you've been at the cutting edge. Early on, you had a modest size, a mini conference on AI, and I sent my IT guys there. It was a good kick in the ass that pushed us a long way, and it's time for another kick in the ass with AI for PI.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've been doing this 20 years, 20 plus years, 400 conferences, and I think there's a reason people are scared, and it's not. First of all, AI has become this catch-all term that nobody really knows. What the hell does that mean? Is it really? So not only are we dealing with this new term, a lot of guys on this podcast with gray hair that used to work in pencil and paper that got shocked when we had to leave our Blackberries, and now we're hearing AI. AIAIO. It's like a nursery rhyme. So you got that battle going on. You also have the battle that you have staffs at firms saying, wait a second, if I help Ken and Seth and others implement this, am I implementing my replacement? So you have fear in firms that they're implementing their own replacement. So that cuts staff buy-in. You also have fear that, wait, what if I sign up with these guys and change everything, and the next conference I go to, there's a different AI company that's got better than everybody? So my only advice, so I'm not a lawyer, I'm not in the AI world, I can barely spell AI, is slow down, you'll go faster.
Yeah, I agree.
Take a pause. Because we also have to worry about these companies that developed AI. Do they understand all my compliance issues, the risks to my bar card? Where's the data? It's not just about how cool the thing is and what it could do, but we're in an industry that there's regulations, there's bar ramifications, there's sanctions, there's other things. So slow down, you will go faster. This is a tool that everyone's going to be using, but don't chase the shiny object because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and the thing about this, and it's tailored specifically for PI firms, but not just for working the case. With the demand, everybody thinks about demands and things like that, and medical chronology. But no, there's so much more to it. We're going to have people there talking about how you use it for intake, marketing. I mean, marketing is a big deal now. I was talking to Seth earlier today about there's an SEO company just using AI to do SEO. I don't know that I agree with that, but hey, whatever. I mean, whatever.
What about TV ads, right? For firms that have never done TV, you can have a TV ad with Paul running through as Superman in the middle of your thing just by describing a prompt, And
Yeah.
that's going to change the ability for
Yeah.
production. I think it's going to allow a lot of smaller firms into an arena that they've
It is.
never, you know,
And
to
it's going to
compete.
help. It's going to help smaller firms be able to compete against 800-pound gorillas, because if you can automate with this AI and do it in the right way and not just waste a lot of money, but do it in a focused, intentional way, you can save maybe 10, 20, 30% on your overhead, your labor. You take that money and go put it on marketing and be able to
Yep.
compete with these guys. So I think it's, I think it's a big deal. And we've got a few vendors. This is not going to be a big vendor deal, believe it or not. But we went out and I got what I think are some of the best people that are using it practically in marketing. In fact, Seth, y'all going to talk about how you use it, how you do your SEO to get found in Chat GPT and all these
Right.
other.
We're all seeing Gemini comes up at the top of search results. So it's another algorithm you got to worry
Yeah.
about. It's
So it's
not
not.
just,
So there's so many facets to it, and we're going to cover them all. How do you use it in your market? How do you automate your marketing? To do videos and things that all kinds of stuff. How to stay in contact with your clients. Uh, I mean, we're this close to a perfect. We're not quite there, but we're real close to AI agents doing intake. And then we've got people out there that have these things that listen to all your intakes with AI and saves you from losing big ass cases. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about how do you, I use it every day as a thought partner in how to solve problems and come
Yep.
up with different ways. And it's,
so
we're going
Ken,
to have lawyers actually sharing. We
Oh,
got
Seth.
thought leaders, but then we got lawyers firms that have kind of, the head of the pack that are going to share how they're using it in their hiring, in their day to day, how they're using it to leverage it.
are you
Seth, you're about to
encouraging
steal my
us?
favorite question.
Yeah, which is who should be going? I know I took Paul's question. Like,
That's my
who,
favorite question. This is not for firm owners. That's one group it's for.
who should be at
That's
this
just
conference?
it's
Paul's
just
Paul's
one
question.
point. Yeah, I think your phone owners great would be great, but the ones that are going to actually implement it is going to be your marketing people, your intake people, and your CO is going to work with your case managers and different things like that. So, and we're going to do a breakout. So this is kind of, think about it this way: we're going to do a breakout the last day and have workshops for owners and COOs, the office managers. And then we're going to have another track just for marketers. And then we'll have another track just for intake managers, uh, so
Hey,
that they can see how they can use it to manage and train and whatever.
so Ken,
So
You know,
and
we,
this is really
should
important.
people be coming? I just want to
Seth,
clarify something. Are you going to
okay.
have people where firm owners are there primarily first day, or will sort of these marketing and people parachute on the second? Is everybody there for the whole time? What's your vision?
the vision is we're going to mix it up. We're going to have some, uh, we want them there the whole time. I mean, because we're going to have different things going on, and we've got a couple of, I talk to a lot of people and interview a lot of people on my podcast, and I've got two people coming, Jennifer Case and Derek Weaver, and the most knowledgeable people I know. Really, I mean, it's the reason I like them is they actually get into practical. This is how you do it.
Takeaways. What are the takeaways you can bring back and do? That's what I
But
love
what's
about PILMMA.
but that's Seth, that's one of the problems that, and after about 400 conferences, you and I've said it many times. Too many law firm owners are coming themselves and trying to grab takeaways to bring back. You were at a conference and you were drinking through a fire hose. You're getting excited about stuff. And then you have to go back and take 3 days of knowledge and try and bring takeaways to people and get them as excited as you were at the
Yeah,
conference.
I'm a
yeah,
Don't
convert to
do
this.
that.
For years, I didn't bring people to conferences. I now finally, woke up to
Bring
this,
bring
especially
your
on this issue,
staff. Bring
especially on
your
this
right.
issue, because you're changing something. We want to change. Change is not easy.
Right. Let them come get excited. Beyond getting excited, Let your COOs meet other COOs. Let your intake people meet other intake people. There's no intake issue you're facing that other firms aren't. They'll network at the breakout. They'll network at the bar. They'll say, oh, I do intake for this firm. Oh, how do you handle this? Well, we just solved it. I'm telling you, it is, forget masterminds. The single best investment you can make as a law firm owner is to get your staff out to these events. Let them see the world. Let them get buy-in. Let them learn. Let them come to you with something that you missed because you went to 7 booths and you missed the last 3. Bring and divide and conquer. You will see growth much faster. So Ken, just so we can put it in a couple spots, where is it? When is it?
Okay.
Dates, etc.
Yeah, and before I tell you that too, and I've got a discount. Like if the law firm owner goes, then the next he can bring. I mean, you want for like 60-70% less. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's January the 15th through the 17th at the JW Marriott in Orlando, Florida.
Great
Uh,
spot.
it is a great spot.
That lazy river is something else.
Yeah,
Bring the
it's
kids.
yeah, it is. It's a great way to get away. Bring your
And
family.
if you're a snob, you could stay at the Ritz Carlton that's attached and walk over.
Yeah, yep. We got this Ritz
Of course
Carlton
you would know that.
attached. So yeah, if you want the high end, you can get it, or you can just stay in the Marriott like I am.
Where do you go to register?
Go AI. I think it's AI for PI.com, but I know
I
you
assume you have it on the homepage of PILMMA Die.
yeah,
PILMMA website.
Pilma.org, and then just go to events, and it's
And
there.
look, or find Paul and myself, and we'll make sure we get you
And
registered.
Ken, are all of the sponsorships sold? Are all the booths sold? Is it like, hey, now it's time to register and let's fill this thing up? Are you still looking for a couple more people?
We've got all the sponsors we can handle. We got a few booths left, but I'm okay either way. I mean, the big deal is this. This one's not going to be as big as our other one, I know, but we're hoping to get 150. Maybe 200. I don't know. You never know with these things. The first time you do one, you usually don't get as many. People want to see if it's for real, if it's the real deal, and I understand that. But like everything else I do, if you come to it the first day, you don't like it, I'll give you a full refund. I've always done that my whole life.
I remember from 13 years ago, 14 years ago, I
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
pamphlet. I'm like, how bad can it be if he's willing to give me my money back?
yeah. I mean, this. I'm not really doing. No, don't get me wrong. I like money, but this is the number one reason I'm doing this is I think it's needed, and I want Pillman to be thought as a thought leader. Just to be
Yeah,
honest.
look, I think we all know that this is one of the greatest investments in tech in an industry. It's coming into the legal space. We have multiple companies that entered our space, since I turned around yesterday with multi-billion-dollar valuations. This is a change. This is a sweep coming. This is an event you have to be at. You can hide as long as you want. This is happening. AI is coming in. It's here. It's going to change. Is your firm going to be on top of it or not? Ken has helped run this industry and be a leader in the industry. Let's get there and let's see what's going on, Ken. We're going to support you. You know it. Any final messages, Ken or Seth?
No, I mean, just everybody have a great Christmas, and I hope to see you. It's a good way to start off the year, and get some clarity on how to attack this AI. I mean, really, I mean, I think that's the big deal. I mean, you got to know where to start and how to do it, and
And
most
look,
people,
and the opportunity to bring your team and have those breakouts, to me, that should not be undersold.
yeah.
Hey, get out of the cold weather and bring some people to Disney, and they can go there. But we're looking forward to seeing you. Seth and I will be there. Ken, thank you so much. We'll put some information on the podcast. Please share this. Let's go learn about this AI.
All right, man. I'm gonna learn too. I'm gonna learn too.
Well, I think we all are.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Conference Connection. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you for our next episode.